Vaccine mandates don't seem to be working for the Biden administration. A Trump-appointed federal judge issued a stay yesterday saying the mandate for federal contractors exceeded the president's authority. Here to talk about this is Glenn Smith, senior strategist at Progress, Texas, and former Texas GOP chairman James Dickey. James, starting with you, is it time for the vaccine mandate to be abolished?
It is. There's nothing to back it up. Not only has Congress never delegated that kind of authority, not only not to OSHA, but to any part of the federal government, but we now have the facts. Having the vaccine mandate does not prevent you from spreading the disease. And if that was the whole point of mandating it, there is no point to mandating it. Now it's about control, not about safety.
Glenn Smith, do you think this judge made the right decision, or is this pandemic politics?
Oh, it's so clearly pandemic politics. I think one of the saddest chapters in American history is probably the politicization of efforts to contain the COVID virus and fighting against vaccine mandates, mask mandates, other public health initiatives. I have no idea how it wouldn't have been started under any other administration but Donald Trump. The worst in American history. It's a sad, sad thing that all of a sudden people say their personal liberty, right, allows them to get other people sick. When in the world did America ever have such a principle? So there ought to be vaccine mandates. If they're not, people ought to go get vaccinated because it's their responsibility to keep their children, loved ones, coworkers safe.
All righty. James, you know, the Texas GOP, they are calling for a special session to pass legislation that prohibits vaccine mandates in the state. Do you think that's going to happen?
I don't know. I hope so. At the very least, I hope that we get a combination of factors that make sure that all Texans are protected from this. The fact is, I mean, Glenn's right. It shouldn't have been politicized. And when Kamala Harris said there is no way she would take a vaccine created under the Trump administration, she started the politicization of this. And that is a shame. But we know for a fact vaccines don't stop the spread. So take it if you need it for yourself. And if you're elderly and obese, you do need it to avoid death and severe hospitalization. Otherwise, don't take it unless you want to take it. It does not stop the spread.
Glenn, a Democratic lawmaker in the state of Illinois is pushing that state to change their insurance code so that all unvaccinated people would have to pay for their own COVID treatment. You think that's a good idea?
Oh, I don't know about that. I hate punitive measures if you want to know the truth. But I have to say the vaccine does work. Number one, it works. It's not true that it doesn't work. It works to stop the spread visibly, noticeably, provably. And I have one other question maybe James could answer. Is he recommending that we eliminate all vaccine mandates like vaccines for other diseases that school kids now receive? Should they be done away with as well? I'm curious.
So Glenn needs to work on his hearing because I said it worked and it should be taken by those who are in the high-risk groups, 65 and over and obese. So I'm not saying don't take it. I'm saying take it for you. What we know for a fact, it does not stop the spread. So there's no point mandating it to try to stop the spread since it doesn't do that.
Okay. All right. We're out of time for now. They're going to go with that stay. Glenn, James, thank you both very much.
Thank you.